this is Nicole Lee with Health, Beauty, and More. I'm ready to do some Yogacise. Are you ready? Let's get on our mat. Okay, this is going to be not a really long one, but we're going to work down on the mat most of these. And we'll just start out on our knees. Sit back on our lap with our legs folded in such a manner as this. And we'll come up and stretch. Stretch our waistline. Reach with your fingers spread apart so your upper body's stretched. And we've got to stretch out on our downward dog, stretch out our legs. Let's go up and down with our on our toes and then back down. Stretch out those Achilles tendons. Come forward a little more and reach your tail up to the ceiling while you're doing this to get a better stretch. Okay. Let's come on our side. And put your weight on your left hand and go to your side with your feet in this position, straight aligned together. Catch your balance. And once you're there, raise your right hand up for a side plank. And then bring it back down. And walk over to the other side and put your weight on your right hand and twist so you're lined up and balanced. Now take your left hand up in the same manner. Try gazing up at your hand for a side plank. And then bring it slowly down. Okay. Now let's get on our knees. Let's bend our arms so we're not putting the weight on our wrists. We're putting the weight on our forearms right now. And we're going to try coming up onto our forearms in a dolphin-like pose. It's modified for people with wrist issues. This is much easier because the weight is taken off your wrist. Now rock forward and back. Again, come forward and back. Come forward and back. Good. Okay. Okay, now we come down all the way onto our stomach, flat. Rest for a minute with your forehead down. Get your breath. Take your arms clasped behind your back, like this. Now lift your head and upper body. And then come back down. Let's do that again. Lifting our head and our upper torso. And back down. This time we'll do the same thing, only we're going to lift our arms at the same time. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Go slow. 1, 2, 3. Up. And down. Ready? Up, breathe in. Breathe down when you're going down. Again. Breathe in while you're coming up, and breathe out when you're coming back down. Go into child's pose. Let's keep our hands clasped. Now we'll stretch them out in front. And put them on our side. And do a little cat-cow next. On our tabletop position with our feet are lined with our knees, and we're balancing on all four corners. We're going to do our cat-cow where we breathe in when we sag, breathe out when we hunch. Do a little moving back and forth with your tail. Stretching all those muscles in the waist area. Do circles with our hips to one direction, and then we're going to reverse it. We're going to circle around with the hips. Try to keep the upper body still while you're doing a circle like a hoop. Really loosens it up too. Should feel good. Okay, now back down on our back. Do bridges. Put our arms facing down, our head on the ground on the mat, and then we're going to lift up our buttocks. Breathe in and out as we come down. In, up, down, out. In, up, down, out. One more of those. In and up, down, breathe out. Good job. Now let's just sit up, our legs straight in front, and stretch our hands as far as we can. Grab your feet, bend forward. Try to put your head as far down as you can, reasonably go, at your comfort level. Try to hold that, stretch. Feel it under the knees. You should feel that. Breathe out. In and out. Good job. Give yourself a pat on the back. Now, let's do some pigeon. Right leg in front, the left behind, and up. I'm standing upright with my torso. Now I'm going to come forward with my hands in a Charlie's Angel position and stretch forward. Try to get your hip to touch the mat on your right hip. Okay. Reverse. Upright. Get situated, comfortable. Stretch out that hip muscle. If it does touch, that's great. If it doesn't, that's okay. So, here we are in the pigeon position again, and we're going to come forward. We're going to clasp our hand, Charlie's Angel, it's like this with your 2 index fingers pointed forward. Stretch forward. And then stretch them out. Okay. That's great. Now, sitting back in this position, I'm going to take my clasped hands again and stretch out my arms. Now I'm going to go forward, stretching my back and my arms. Now slowly unravel, come back up. Ready to do another one? Okay. In and out as we go down. And stretch those arms and the back. Okay, good. Now let's go back on tabletop. Take your right leg straight up behind you. And bring it back to tabletop. Now we're going to do the same thing with the left leg. And if you have problems with your wrists, go down here on your forearms, like we showed you. Now I'm going to turn around to show you one thing. When you're on your forearms like this, you can go back up on your toes and do this plank position. Now rest your knees, take a break. Come back up onto your plank, modified plank. Breathe. Work your abdominals as well. You should be working them. Be aware of what muscle groups we're working. You should feel it in a lot of different muscle groups, even your thighs, your quadriceps. You ready to try one more? Here we go. Up. Squeeze those muscles in the abdomen, your stomach. And you can even squeeze your buttocks. Get some muscle action going on there. You're going to feel a lot of it in your shoulders. Good. Now come back in. And rest. In an extended child's pose. And breathe. Okay, good job. Now we're going to just wind up with, I'm taking a blanket for my final position, corpse pose, laying back down, hands out to the sides, up, rest, and breathe. Just normal breathing. Feel good that you've done something really good for yourself. You started out with a great day. You're taking care of yourself. Life is good. Love yourself. Love that you're taking care of yourself, and love that you're here today and you're practicing yoga in a way that's going to make you a better person, and you'll know because you're going to get stronger and you're going to feel more relaxed, and you can let go of everything. This is your intention. Set an intention when you do yoga, a positive intention, and each day will give you progress, and you'll feel and look better. You'll know it's working. I encourage you to do these every day or at least every other day and keep up the practice. You'll get better at it and you'll enjoy it, and I hope you subscribe and come back and leave comments. Namaste. Have a good day.